Hello and welcome to Terminal Ballistics Research. Today we're going to be bedding a rifle using MatchGrade bedding compound. In this case we will be bedding a client's Remington M700 Sendero. This is one of my favourite rifle designs. It's got an extremely well designed action, a good stout barrel on it, and it's got the HS Precision aluminium block reinforced stock. The Remington Sendero usually shoots about 0.75 of an inch straight out of the box. Sometimes they stay around this level. They're a very accurate rifle straight out of the box. However, with bedding you can fine tune that even more, so for those who are after extreme accuracy at long ranges, bedding really does help just finish the rifle off nicely. The design is fairly simple to work with. In fact, everything to do with the Remingtons is usually quite simple to work with. They are a good all-round design. Okay, let's get straight to it. First we need to strip the rifle completely bare. In this instance I've taken off the trigger unit and I'm putting all the parts into a plastic bag, including the king screws which come from here and here. Now all of these parts are going to be put into a box safely so that they can be collected later on without any fuss. Here we can see where the Remington action has been sitting in the HS stock. There is a small rub mark just here, just a single line, and on the other side a single line will develop under recoil, although this rifle hasn't been fired yet. This is the limitation of this particular design, in that the block is not custom made for each action. Therefore it tends to only ride on two particular points, like the bars of a saddle, just here and just here. So it's really resting only on these two lines, and just across here we can improve that quite dramatically with bedding. Step 2, we need to protect the stock. The butt usually gets bumped if it's not protected properly, so that's wrapped up in a rag, and now I'm about to scotch tape the sides and bottom of the forend. One of the things I want to do now is put on small pieces of cardboard onto the outside as well to protect the rifle from being damaged from knocks. So we've got the stock protected from both compound attaching itself to the stock and also knocks and bruises. Okay, the rifle is securely clamped in the vise, and I've also put some aluminium tape along the top here. What I'm going to do now is use this Metabo variable speed end grinder to key into the aluminium block here. I do want to take quite a bit out because that will give the bedding compound a good thickness. It'll prevent the bedding compound from becoming brittle, which is what happens if people put a very fine shim in. The other thing that we have to consider is how far down the barrel channel we're going to bed. Now on a heavyweight barrel like this, we want to try and give it some decent bedding through here so that it doesn't put any stress onto the action whatsoever. So we really want to use it as a part to counterbalance. Now this particular barrel doesn't have a great deal of parallel through this area, which is quite a pain. A good straight parallel and then down into a taper does make it a bit easier, especially if a machinist wants to come along later and try and duplicate this contour to save rebedding the rifle. However, on this particular rifle there is a small amount of, well, at least part parallel, so we can put this into the action and have a look to approximately where we want to bed it, and in this case about there will be right for this action. Okay, I've cleaned up the aluminium bedding block, really keyed into that, and now I'm just cleaning up the sides with a piece of 120 grit sandpaper, just cleaning up the top line here so that when we're finished the job turns out with good visual appeal. On this particular rifle I'm going to be doing a full length bedding job through here, so all of this has to be properly keyed up. And as per normal, I'll be bedding the tang on this one, so I've hooked right into the aluminium down at that end. Yet another area we need to be careful of is this bridge across the trigger well here. Sometimes this piece of aluminium sits proud and can cause the rifle to rock across the bedding. So when you get in there and Dremel that area, make sure that you completely remove that out of the way. Even if you're not going to be bedding through the midsection, get in there and remove that piece of aluminium off there, get it down low and right out of your way. Okay, a couple of last points to note. Where the recoil lug butts up against the block here, I've removed a heap of aluminium from inside of that recess. I've also put a chamfer on the edge here so that the compound can be nice and thick around this area here, so it's a really, really good fit.